Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Homebrew Wednesday. It has been a long while since we've done a Homebrew Wednesday video. Not because I don't like doing them, but because nobody has hit me up recently saying, hey, I've got some homebrew for you to drink. So, super rad dude, Zach, sent me an email. I was like, hey, I'm brewing on a new system. And I just brewed a hazy IPA. And I wanted to see if you want to drink it. And I said, of course I want to drink it. So I made some notes here. This beer is called Chupacabraj. I love the name of that beer, by the way. 7.2% hazy IPA. It is triple dry hopped, and the first dry hopping is Mosaic Spectrum. And then the second dry hopping is Nelsa, Citra, and Brew 1. And then the third dry hop is Sabro, Mosaic, and Citra. So for the malt, he said he used Pilsner, flaked wheat, malted oats, golden naked oats, and Chit. Get that Chit, man. So yeah, I'm stoked to check this out. I have had Zach's beer before, and I remember loving it. So we're doing it. It's Homebrew Wednesday, playas. And it is hazy. We're going to use the 4B glassware because I figured that's proper for home brewing, right? Or for homebrew. People always ask, I have never homebrewed before. Do I want to? I would love to someday. I don't know why I've never done it. Just never gotten into it. So let's do it. This beer is glowing. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but it looks like orange juice. There was like half a finger of bright white head. It is sudsy. Looks awesome. It looks really, really good. This looks like a regular commercially brewed beer, if you ask me. So let's smell it. Holy smokes, it's juicy. It is super juicy. It is like strawberry, red raspberry, and a ton of citrus. Like really, really overripe, like oranges. And it's got that like cool, like candy, like yeast thing. It's like, it's sort of like that bubblegummy kind of a yeast thing. Holy smokes, it smells good. This does not, I mean, listen, dudes who brew good homebrew, like you guys are basically making good beer, right? This smells like if I were drinking, you know, a hazy beer from down here in San Diego. Zach is in San Diego, so I don't know where he's getting his inspiration to brew hazy beers. I don't know if it's more of the West Coast style when it comes to hazy, but this has like this is very juicy smelling, but it still has like that West Coast kind of, it's not, I don't want to say dank, but it has like that green kind of hop thing. It is wild how like intensely tropical this is too. It smells fucking awesome. Cheers. Thanks, Zach. It's fucking delicious. And it has the little bit of West Coast bite that I want. It doesn't get crazy intense, but it offers, I've said this in a bunch of West Coast hazy IPAs, you get a little bit of that orange juice after you brush your teeth. I fucking love that. I know people call me weird for that. It's fine. I've been called a maniac. I understand. People are like, it's disgusting. I love it for whatever reason. I purposely did that when I was a kid. I would brush my teeth and then I would walk to the bus stop with a thing of orange juice and I would drink it. I freaking loved it. So I love when beer tastes like that, especially hazy beer. That crazy like strawberry, raspberry that I was smelling, it's there right on the front of your tongue with like a nice, that it's just super overripe citrus, like really juicy oranges. And then as it goes across your tongue, you get hit with a little bit of like pithy bitterness. And it finishes with a rad, like sourdough bread crust kind of a sweetness. The mouthfeel on this is awesome. The head is dissipated, but it's plenty like prickly on your tongue. This is really, really good. Like, dude, if I was homebrewing and this is the beer I was making, like, why would you spend money on beer? Like, just brew your own beer. This is really, really good. It's pretty dry too, which makes it crazy because it's over 7%. Like, this is a chuggable hazy IPA. It's not obnoxious. It doesn't get super yeasty. I smelled like that kind of cool bubblegum yeast thing that I really, really enjoyed, like in my early beginning of drinking Treehouse beer. But sometimes these beers can get like heavy, yeasty, hot burny. This is not like that. This is like drinking a commercially brewed hazy IPA here. It's fucking fire. This is really, really good. He sent me 2 of these, so I'm going to share this with my wife. And then the other one, I'm just going to chug. I think a lot of like maybe that heavy tropical thing. I was kind of not worried. I'm not the biggest Sabro fan. It's weird because I like coconut in stouts, but I don't like coconut in hazy IPA. And Sabro sometimes can get coconutty. But I just feel like this beer is really tropical. I don't get any kind of coconut flavors, thankfully. Not that I would hate that, but I'm not the biggest fan of that. But yeah, that bright like strawberry, raspberry, tons of citrus. And I think that drying thing kind of, I mean, it almost gives it like a vinous kind of white grapey thing. It's fantastic. This is really fucking good. Zach, you should be stoked on this beer. It is really, really good. So we will leave it at that. That's Homebrew Wednesday. I was going to show you guys the label because I'm so used to going like this, but there's no label to show you. So Chupacabraj is a winner. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And I'm sure, if Zach doesn't see this, I will point him to those comments so he can answer any of them. But yeah, fantastic stuff. So it was fun doing Homebrew Wednesday again. And if anybody else has homebrew that they want to send, that if you give a shit about what I think about it, I'm happy to drink your homebrew. Just let me know. Send me an email. So that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.